Welcome to this day 1 of the beginner rhythm pad series, and I'm very happy that you have taken your time to check this video. And I'm sure this next 5 days you'll learn a lot of things inside these lessons, and a lot of stuffs which are both technical and practical things we'll be learning, and using these things you can. So before going to today's lesson, I'll just say in general of what and all we'll be covering for the next 5 days. Okay, we'll be starting from the various types of notes which we have in drumming as well as when you play the rhythm pad, and then we will start to cover certain beats like a quarter note, eighth note beat. Then further on progressing, we will be learning the various techniques and methods to play the rhythm pad. Especially we'll be focusing on drums, like how to play the drum tone in rhythm pad. So it doesn't mean that you can't play another instruments like tabla, etc. All the Indian instruments, you can give it a try after you attend these 5 days course. Okay. So we are going to start from the types of notes today. If you haven't checked another video in my channel, there's a 1-hour video in my channel. I'll give the link of the video down in the description below. And in that I have explained detailedly, like very basic thing. Like now we are going to start a little bit after the basic stuff, but in that video you can completely check like how to hold the stick and where to place the stick and the names of these drums and the notations. Everything is given in that video. So before attending these sessions, kindly go that and watch that video fully, and then come back again to this video so that it will be easy for you to carry on. This series will be of just 15 minutes length each day, so that everyone can follow and it will be easy for everyone to understand things. Okay, like if you want more complete understanding from a beginner level, I strongly recommend to go there and check that video and come back again and continue this one. Okay, the first thing which we are going to see now is the types of notes. Okay, there are certain note values when you play your drums. So we need to understand these note values first in order to understand the later concepts. Like if you play a beat, these note values will be combined together. Like it will be mixed in a whole note, half note, quarter note, eighth, 16th, like this. Our beats will be mixed together. Okay, so we have to learn these note values first, and then we have to proceed further. I'll be showing each day the notes in this place where you can see it on the screen, so that will be easy for you to follow. And if you have a notebook, you can copy them, or if you want to take a screenshot also, you can take it and follow that when you practice. Okay, you can see the symbol of the whole note. So the whole note symbol is a whole shape, but it's not shaded fully, right, as you can see there. So what is a whole note? Okay, if you take generally in drumming, we always follow the 4 counts, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so whole note in the sense, one note is played for the entire 4 counts. Okay, that is the first count. Okay, so if you're going to play 4 counts, I'm going to play just in the first count, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now note carefully, I've said the other counts, like I said 2, 3, 4, but I didn't play 2, 3, 4, right? I only played in the first count, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you look at any other instrument like a guitar or a keyboard, they'll play the whole note and they can sustain it. Like if they press a particular chord or press a particular scale, they can sustain that. Okay, but in case of our drums and rhythm pad, we can't sustain the tones, right? Like if you play once, that's all, right? We can't sustain the tone. Okay, so this is called as whole note. But when you see in keyboard, they can sustain the tone like da, one, right? But in drumming, we can't do that. Okay, so understand this first, then it will be easy to progress. Okay, so whole note is, we're going to play only first count, 1, 2, 3, 4, whole. If you know the meaning of whole in general, you can understand that. Then we move to the half notes. So half notes, again, it's very easy, as the name suggests. We are going to play half notes. Okay, that is on count 1 and 3. Okay, it's exactly the half. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now notice carefully, I played on the counts 1 and 3, and I didn't play on 2 and 4. Okay, so I'll repeat that again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we'll try whole note and half note together. Whole note, 1, 2, 3, 4. Half note, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now moving further, we are going to move to the quarter notes. As you can see, the quarter note, It's, yeah, I think most of you would have guessed it now. So it's basically playing on all the counts. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll start from the whole note, half note, and move to the quarter. Okay. So your whole note is 1, 2, 3, 4. Half note is 1, 2, 3, 4. Quarter note is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'll give you just 20 seconds gap here, and I want you to try. Okay, you can start now, starting from whole note and try to end in the quarter note. Make sure you say the counts. Okay, I'll start it, then you're going to try. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fine. I think most of you would have done it by now, and if you're struggling, there's nothing to worry. It may take some time for few. For some, you will understand the first instant, but that's not a problem. Okay, so take your time and learn it. Now we are going to go for a basic exercise followed by a simple quarter note beat, right? So we are going to play the first beat now. So if you're following this video now, it's been just 5 minutes now, and you're going to play the first beat. Okay, I hope you're excited about it. Now I'll just show the next slide. Okay, so if you can see here, we're going to start by a simple exercise of playing the right left. Okay, so if you have a note, you can note it down again. So we're going to play right left, right left. And if you can see the notations, you can see the bass drum mentioned at first. Okay, so again, if you're not understanding these notations, please go to the 1-hour video. The link is available in the description, so please go there and check it. Only if you understand the notations, it will be easy for you to carry further. Okay, so if you could see there, it's clear. It's a bass on the first count and snare on the second count. Okay, so we're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you're going to try with me. Okay, you're going to hit bass on 1 and snare on 2, and again bass on 3, snare on 4. Okay, we'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you find it a little difficult to get the speed, you can definitely slow it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or if you feel like the speed is nothing for you, then you can definitely fast it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the first very basic bass and snare exercise, and this is a very basic beat you can form in your rhythm pad. Okay, very simple. Ta 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 ta. Fine. Now moving further, we are going to add hi-hats into our playing. Okay, so these exercises and the lessons are framed in such a way that each day it will be easy for you, and we'll go step by step. Okay, so even if you see this exercise now, the first exercise, you just played it simply. Okay, your two hands are independent of each other, right? Okay, now if you see the second exercise, we are going to play the hi-hat along the bass as well as the snare. Okay, now this requires a little bit attention here. So if you see here, we're going to play bass and snare. So if you see here, we're going to play bass and hi-hat together on first count, and snare and hi-hat together on the second count, right? So it's again 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to try it again slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? I think this is really easy for anyone to follow. Right? Now let's see how much speed we can achieve in this. Okay. Now I'll start it slowly. You two follow with me. Then I'll gradually speed it up. Then try to match that speed. Okay. Now always say the counts when you play. So as a rhythm player, you know that our counting is the key. Okay, so don't forget to say the counts. I never feel shy to say the counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I find a few of my students, they feel shy to say the counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'll just try speeding it up a little bit, not too much. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Fine. Now you have learned a very basic, easy beat to play. Okay. Now try getting more and more speed into this. Okay. So again, speed won't come within a night. So you have to work hard daily, practice daily, and you can achieve some speed. Like now again, when you take the speed, make sure you have the same clarity when you play it at the slow also. Okay. So I find students, when they speed it up, it will go something like, okay, their hands will be all over the place and there won't be control in their playing. Okay. So make sure you have the control, and when you hit two pads together, it should be a single sound, right? It shouldn't overlap on each other. Or okay. So the one which you're seeing now is, we are going to combine bass and hi together and play. Okay, so make sure you don't go into the overlapping problem or lose the clarity of the beat when you speed it up. Okay, now we'll go to the next one. So now we learned the beat. Now we are going to learn a fill. Now what is a fill? So fill is usually played in sessions when you transition from one part of the song to the other. Like if you take any song, we'll have a chorus, stanza, bridge, pre-chorus. Like these sections will be there in the song. And a fill is used to, as the name suggests, you're going to fill the space. Okay. When you transition from one thing to another, you're going to fill it up by using certain steps. Okay. So if you see the first one given here, you are going to see a basic quarter note fill. And if you can see that, it's been mentioned in snare drum, tom 1, tom 2, tom 3. Okay. We'll start it now slowly. So it's snare, tom 1, tom 2, tom 3. Okay. Now again, if you don't understand these notations, kindly go there and check that video. Okay. So snare, tom 1, tom 2, tom 3. Okay. Now again, even in this, you're going to maintain the count properly, as well as you're going to play in clarity. Okay. So the count in the sense, the spacing should be same, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And it shouldn't be something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I find a lot of beginner players, when they start, they struggle with the fill. Okay. I don't know, they feel like something rushing themselves when they play a fill, like something like, these things happen. Okay. So you try to practice slowly and then speed it up. Okay. Like you can start very slowly, like, or even more slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can watch and you can hear the count between 1 and 2 is same as 2 and 3, same as 3 and 4, same as 4 and 1. Okay. So it shouldn't be something like, okay. So make sure you have the counting and the space equal for all the counts. Okay. Now next we're going to see the next one, where we are going to include a crash symbol. Okay. So this one is a right symbol, this one is a crash symbol. Okay. Now we are going to play crash symbol and bass together on the first count, crash symbol and snare together on the second count. Then that goes on repeating. Okay. So it's again 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do that slowly now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So previously we are playing in the hi-hat. Now our hand is going to the crash. That's all. You may have a doubt, like where we'll be using the crash symbol and playing it together with the bass and snare. Okay. It's like the when you listen to a song, if a song has a very heavy, intense part in it, like if there are too much of lead guitar and if the song is really heavy there, we'll be going completely on the crash. Okay. Or else we'll be going in the hi-hats, and sometime also in the ride. Okay, so we're going to try this again. Okay, now to save the time, we are going as much quick as possible so that it will be easy for all to follow. But make sure after this video you take your time and practice. Okay, we'll go to the next one now. Okay, and finally we are going to see some 4 exercises which you are going to take and practice before the next class. Okay, so the first one, if you see, it's a single stroke roll. Now this one we saw at the beginning, right? I told you the point where you have to play right left. Okay, now again we are going to start it from the snare. And what does a single stroke roll means? We're going to play right for one time and the left for another time. Okay, something like, okay, it's right, left, right, left, right, left. And slowly you can take speed in this. And the next one is the double stroke roll. I think many of you would have guessed it. So as the name suggests, double stroke, we are going to play 2 times right followed by 2 times left. 2 times left. So again it's right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. So even this exercise you can start slowly and take speed, okay? And the next one, if you see, we are going to learn what is a paradiddle. Okay. Now, if you're feeling like there are a lot of topics covered in a short span of time, so do take some time after the video and practice it slowly. Okay, because we are going to see a lot of stuff for the next 5 days. Okay, so I really want the video to be as much short as possible, and you're going to get more information in a very small amount of time. Okay, but you have to take these ideas and practice. Okay, so if you're in a mood like you're going to just watch the video and go away, then it won't be useful for you. So take your time and practice. Okay, so if you see the next one, this is called as paradiddle. Now what is a paradiddle? It's basically a combination of right, left, right, right, followed by the left, right, left, left. Okay, now again this one we are going to start it slowly and we are going to speed it up. Okay, so it's right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Again this one you can start slowly and speed it up. Okay. Again, don't worry if you don't get a speed in the first instance, it's totally acceptable. You have to practice to get the speed. Okay, and the final one which you're going to see, a flam. So what is a flam? So flam is generally we're going to drop our sticks. So one stick is going to be in the bottom, another stick is going to be in the top position, and we're going to play something like this. Okay, for example, if you see the first one, the left is mentioned at first. If you see in the flam section, L is mentioned first, followed by the R. Okay, so L is going to be from down and R is going to be from up. Okay, so rather than a single sound, we're going to get 2 sounds. Now, if you see now, your left is at the top, your right is at the bottom. Okay, then repeat the same again. Okay, so I'll do that again. First the left is at the bottom, right is on the top. So this is called as a flam. Okay, so your flam strokes are played in between the fills or even in the beats in order to make the beat and the fill sound little bit more good and not in a normal way. Okay, so the whole idea of all these 5 days and all these 5 videos is going to be make you to a professional level, and you're going to explore more the styles and more the techniques to be followed while playing the rhythm pad. Okay, now I'll just revise what we learned today. We started with the notes like whole note. We played in the first count, half note on 1 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we saw the quarter note 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we learned the quarter note beat 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we saw some basic hand exercise like right left, right left left, paradiddle, and also a flam. Okay, now all these things we are going to apply in the upcoming days, in the upcoming videos. So make sure you take your time and practice, and then you continue seeing the other videos. Okay, so all these 5 videos will be very much useful for you, and there are a lot of information you're going to learn and understand the next upcoming days. Thank you for taking your time and checking this video. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, so do take your time and subscribe. Now to end this video, I'm going to play a little solo in this pad just for 30 seconds. So make sure you take your time and practice. We'll see in the tomorrow's section. Okay, thank you.